friends, how are you all today? My name is Mackenzie and I'm so happy that you're here. So today I'm going to be bringing to you a video all about how to be more positive in negative situations, because recently I've been going through some negative, not so nice situations, and it's just a nice little reminder to try and be more positive. So while I was going through these things, I did some research and I was kind of pulling from different sources as to how can I be more positive, how can I have a better outlook on these situations. And so I came up with a few things, and I really hope that they help you guys. If you're going through any negative situations or anything like that, it always helps to be positive. Always have the glass half full type of attitude. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so my first tip is to breathe deeply, and I actually learned this from another YouTuber. Watching one of his videos, he does tarot readings, and so I was reading a tarot for February, and he basically said when you're in a stressful situation, we tend to sigh. So if you're stressed, you go, oh, like you're not breathing deeply. And so if you are around negative people or a negative person, and sometimes I don't like to do this because I almost feel like I'm breathing in the negativity when I do this, but it actually does the opposite effect. It actually really calms you down. So instead of sighing, take a deep breath. Okay, so we're gonna do this together. Okay, so do this with me, okay? So breathe in deeply from your nose, and then slowly out. And it just instantly calms you down. It instantly makes you feel more positive. It brings light into your body, which is so wonderful. And so I've been really starting to do this, and I see a difference in my everyday life especially when I'm around negative people. Like I said, sometimes I feel like I'm breathing in the negativity, but to be honest, it really does have the opposite effect. Okay, so next is posture. So how are you carrying yourself? Are you always hunched over and so bunched up in your chest? And check your posture, and how are you walking around in your life? And I really struggle with this because I'm really tall. I'm 5'10", and so a lot of the times I'm taller than a lot of people, and so sometimes I just kind of hunch over and I try and make myself smaller, which is not a good thing. Having good posture is really wonderful, and it just brings this confidence in you, and it creates this little positive spark, and you just feel so much better when you have a nicer posture. Also too, the energies are connected in our bodies. So when you have better posture, all your chakras are lined up. The energy can move through your body more fluidly, and there's no blocks, no negative energy being stored anywhere in your body. So it is really have a better posture, and I promise it'll make a difference. Okay, so next is smiling. So smiling is such a key thing in being more positive, because smiling just emits happiness, it emits positive energy. Just smiling at strangers makes strangers feel better. Just having smiles all around is really wonderful, and I like to do an exercise where I will smile at myself in the mirror. It's actually really helpful. Just being like happy and positive, it really changes the way that you feel, and it changes the people around you. So keep on smiling even if things do get a little bit rough. Okay, so next is look at your environment, and is it super cluttered? All that clutter does is it just clutters your brain. Seriously, that's all that it does. And if you are feeling scatterbrained, or if you're feeling negative, look at your surroundings, and if there's lots of clutter, if there's lots of dirt, if it's not clean, it doesn't make you feel good. And so having a clutter-free environment, having a clean environment, having a minimalistic environment really makes a difference in being more positive. And I feel like when you walk into a space and it's clutter-free, and maybe you had a stressful day, it just immediately turns off that negativity, and you just feel so good and so refreshed. And so your environment makes such a difference. So I think you guys should be decluttering. Okay, so next, look at the people around you. So when we're feeling really negative, sometimes we can't quite pinpoint where the negativity has come from, and sometimes it's the people around you. I've had people in my life who are great, but sometimes they just have a negative outlook in their life, and that's not something that I want to be around. So I know maybe it sounds a little bit harsh. I'd like to surround myself with really positive, encouraging, inspiring, wonderful people, and it makes such a difference when you're maybe not feeling so great. Those people are the people that are going to lift you back up. They're going to make you feel better about yourself, and then when you're more positive, you can be a better friend or a better partner. Okay, so my last thing is to say thank you. So if you have been in kind of a negative situation, how can you turn it around and be thankful for that situation? So for me, an example was I had a really bad abusive relationship a while back. It was probably about 3 years ago. And when I was first out of that relationship, I harbored so much anger and so much negativity. So what happened was I started to turn around and I started to say thank you. I said thank you to him in my mind every single day that I met him, because if it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So you can always find something to be thankful for in every situation, and it makes a world of a difference when you can have gratitude and be thankful. And I promise you, you guys will be able to find gratitude in something, even if it feels like a very negative situation. If you just say thank you, it just creates so many new opportunities for you and so much more positivity. And if you start doing all of these things, I promise you things are going to start changing, because it really is the law of attraction. What you put out into the world, you get back. So I promise you, try these things out and you will see a world of a difference. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Before you forget, please go and subscribe below and give me a thumbs up. I love you all so much, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!